Dr. DisRespect, Titan of Twitch. I think after Ninja and Shroud, they both went to Mixer, right? And Twitch was probably one of the top, definitely seems to be having the biggest name recognition on Twitch. He even did this, he signed a multi-year contract with them. He made this huge, did you see this video they made together? It was like some epic shit.
The skydiving thing?
I mean, and this just came out, right? Like a month or two or recently.
Yeah, it was a couple months ago.
Let's see. Dr. DisRespect Twitch banner or ad. What do you call that shit?
It would be a commercial.
Yeah, here it is. This is like the most epic shit I ever saw, and this just came out. March. So they were all in on Doc. They were investing. I mean, this is like a high-end production.
Is that what you meant?
Right?
I mean, sure. You act like I've never felt the descent of a military stealth spacecraft before.
I didn't mean to disrespect you, sir.
You think I'm a small baby? What?
Dude, that's like super high-end production.
You're a small baby.
You got the heart of a powerful warrior, young man.
I agree.
And I think it's funny, too.
Sir.
Yeah, it's good.
Listen, old man. I play video games. What are we giggling about, gentlemen? I just don't play games to play games. I dominate.
Dude, it's shot really well.
Years ago, I started my hotshot gaming career in a small room with an old 1800s antique desk my mom gave me and a $300 Hewlett-Packard computer. Everyone has a dream, a purpose in life. I'm at the tippity top of the mountain, and I'm only halfway up. I'm in peak condition, and I'm not even in shape. Do you realize someday that every man must decide? Hit that start streaming button. You know the biggest difference between me and you, boys? Is that I can fly without a spacesuit.
It's so ridiculous. It's a great, first of all, it's great. Yeah. Everybody loved it. It's crazy. Dude, they probably spent, that's sick. That's a sick ad, dude. Only on Twitch. Look at that. That's like a Super Bowl ad.
Yeah.
So they produced this, in partnership with him a mere, few months ago in March, mid-March. So something happened, and just out of nowhere, it was announced that he is permanently, forever banned from Twitch. Banned. And
they even refunded people for their subscribing fee.
Which I think was unusual because people were like, what happened to my refund? And people were like, oh, you'll get to use the emojis till the end of the month. No, Twitch refunded everybody, closed his channel. And then were there not sponsors that also dropped him? Or what happened with that?
So there's been some back and forth. I saw that some of them, it seemed like in the initial moments after the ban was announced, took down stuff with his face on it and everything. But then it was reversed later, which kind of adds another weird element to all the speculation. People wondering if the brands were able to find out what happened and it's not that bad and that's why they put it back up or whatever. I think specifically not G Fuel, but like another gamer energy drink thing that he had a sponsorship with. They had taken him down off their Twitter and everything.
Is he on G Fuel's website? Let me look.
It's not G Fuel.
It's Game Fuel, Mountain Dew.
Game Fuel, yes.
Oh, G Fuel just got a free plug. So Game Fuel, is he on their website?
I just went. I pulled it up. Their Twitter feed. It's just at Game Fuel. He's their banner image, and I guess they had taken that banner image down, but then put it back up. So take from that what you will.
Wait, this is a Mountain Dew drink?
Yeah. It's like Mountain Dew.
I don't see him on their homepage.
Are you on their Twitter or on their website?
I'm on their website.
I'm talking about on their Twitter.
Here, let's go to Teams. I want to see if he's on their website or on the yeah, he's got the logo right here. Streaming partners, Dr. Disrespect.
There you go.
They haven't purged him. But the thing is that Twitch Twitch has not said why, which is so bizarre. They've only put out a statement that said, as is our process, we take appropriate action when we have evidence that a streamer has acted in violation of our community guidelines or terms of service. These apply to all streamers regardless of status or prominence in the community. What's happening out there, Dan? Or is that our neighbor?
He went to go get coffee.
Oh.
Oh, just made a weird noise.
So,
So how long has it been, by the way? Is it like a full week now? What?
Let's see. Yeah, I think
Since the ban, it was last Friday, so exactly a week ago.
So it's been a week. Twitch has not explained, and then the doc put out a tweet saying, I don't know why. They haven't said anything to me. And everybody, there's just crazy speculation as to what's going on. And so...
so you should read his tweet.
Where's his tweet? Let's see.
I find everything so frustrating because...
You want me to read his tweet? It says, so. Champions Club. Twitch has not notified me on the specific reason behind their decision. Firm handshakes to all who support me during this difficult time. Dr. Disrespect. That was on June 27th.
I mean, I wanted you to read it because I feel like even his tweet is kind of not honest in a way of...
They haven't notified him.
He's saying, like, they haven't told me why.
Doesn't mean he doesn't know why.
Yeah. It doesn't mean he's not speculating or at least half aware of what happened or... I just feel like there's no reason for this situation to be so mysterious.
It's truly one of the most bizarre things of all time. Eli, you made a really good analogy last night when we were talking about it.
Yes. Because...
About the professional team.
I've been getting pretty frustrated with the situation because I just think it's irresponsible for someone as big as Twitch to make such a big move and not say why. And it's been a week now and everyone is speculating. And the fact that they haven't said why, it makes everyone think that it must be a super bad action. He raped a kid. I don't know. Everyone's thinking like the worst thing possible.
Or I think a lot of people are thinking it's a Me Too thing because it came in the midst of all that.
No one knows, but yes, there's a million...
Raping a kid. Whoa, Hila.
I mean...
She's just saying people are assuming the worst.
I'm just saying, people are assuming the worst right now.
Right.
And the fact that they haven't even put a little tiny bit of statement to stop all the speculations is irresponsible on their part. What I said to you last night was like, can you imagine seeing that in any other big field? I don't think so. Like if a big football player was removed from his team all of a sudden, in what world do you think no one would say why? Like not even like a one sentence statement saying like, this may have happened, we're looking into it, or I don't know.
It would be outrageous. But it would never happen. As a really good analogy. And then the other thing that perplexes me is that there's not been any leaks. Like there's a couple of tweets of people speculating that they know but not saying anything specifically. How is it that nobody has leaked this information?
It's so bizarre.
So what I'm going to do now is speculate. What could these things mean? Okay? So let me show you some tweets of people who claim to be in the know. There's this guy, Slasher, okay? He is a esports reporter, and I think he's seen as being credible. He's broken a lot of stories, and I think people believe his reporting. So he first responded to Dr. Disrespect. He said, food for thought, Twitch does not issue specific reasons to streamers for permanent bans. Method Josh was banned following a report of sexual assault, and Twitch never commented publicly or privately. Josh and Ice Poseidon were told other terms of service violations. So I think what he's implying is that they're not going to tell you. So Doc's statement doesn't really mean anything. Or I don't know.
I find it.
Sounds like there is a precedent for them not.
But they
sharing
they're
their reason
partnered
for
with that
this.
guy. They owe him an explanation.
Yeah, it seems
And
really
everyone.
weird.
I find it irresponsible and unprofessional.
But that kind of goes to what we've kind of been saying about Twitch for a while, is that, to me, having worked with them and seen how they operate from the inside and how they responded when we left their program, they're just
It's like
really
high school drama.
and it's a bunch of young people running the show. And first of all, my partner managers, I don't want to. They were super nice and super professional. The two people that managed us personally, they were amazing. But it seems like the structure of the it just doesn't seem like a well-run company. It doesn't. It just doesn't. So I don't know if this is probably symptomatic of that, but who knows? Keemstar put out the first conspiracy theory, of course. And this, in my opinion, is probably the dumbest one. And not just because Keemstar said it.
You don't say.
I saw this and I immediately rolled my eyes. It's like a fucking QAnon conspiracy
it's
theory.
from 4chan.
Yeah.
No wonder.
So it's not a Keemstar conspiracy.
Well, he put it forward. I mean,
Yeah.
I immediately read it. And I was like, that is the most implausible dumb shit ever. But he
Garbage.
So apparently, Doc, Shroud, and Ninja were in talks on launching a new streaming platform. First of all, Doc and Ninja don't get along. Why would they be in talks to launch a new streaming platform? Were approached by Spotify under Google. Is Spotify and Google associated?
Not to my knowledge.
So what the fuck? This doesn't even make sense from the beginning.
yeah.
In order to what?
Let
Approached
me look
by
it up. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
I don't
it's
think
wrong. I don't think
can,
so, though.
Yeah, I'm almost certain they're not, but let's check that. Under Google, in order to sign contracts and launch in the coming weeks on Spotify as soon to be announced a streaming service. Do you understand how stupid this sounds already? Spotify is all of a sudden becoming a streaming service. Doc reportedly approached multiple streamers personally on Twitch in order to facilitate
No, it's like, that's not what it means. It means a new streaming platform that's probably a part of Spotify.
on Spotify soon. Okay.
Soon to be announced.
So anyway, he's conspiring to make a streaming platform. Doc approached multiple streamers personally on Twitch in order to facilitate a platform switch. Twitch found out about it. As a result, legal team completely terminated its contract and is currently filing motions for civil suits. Both Doc, Twitch, and Spotify are currently undergoing mediation. No one can talk or discuss this due to NDAs imposed by Google. Twitch is going full damage control, attempting to drag Google into lawsuits in order to prevent or taint their launch. This will all be filed Monday. Well, Monday came and went.
Yeah. By the way, all these people who say that they can't say anything because it's a legal matter, I don't understand that. In what kind of a legal case or lawsuit or legal NDA, when have you seen a case where you can't even say what it's about or like even the most general description of what it's about?
First theory, there's some kind of criminal something in nature, which would apparently explain why everyone's so hush-hush, if it's so sensitive. Because let's face it, like, if you are the first person to talk, then everyone's gonna, like, if it's a criminal matter, and then everybody who works for Twitch is being instructed, you cannot leak this. Let's say this girl Shannon goes, he did this, and I know from a source. They're gonna investigate that. So I think if it is so serious, then I guess people who are really afraid of the consequences of being the person to have leaked that information. But you could leak it anonymously so easily. Just to anybody. I don't get it. The second theory...
I mean, just think of any other... like all the events that we saw happen during the Me Too movement. There wasn't any, like, mysterious
No.
dropping someone out because of an allegation. They
No.
say very clearly what the allegation is and that they're looking into it.
Yeah.
And there were cases where they decided that the allegation was not anything warranting, dropping the person.
I think the only reason people are assuming it's a Me Too thing is because it came right in the midst of this big wave of Me Too against like Twitch streamers specifically.
But that could also just be a coincidence too.
But you see, that's another reason why Twitch is if it's not a Me Too, Twitch is doing him so dirty.
That's my point. That's so irresponsible.
They're doing him so dirty. But whatever he did, he must have fucked them hard. Because I know they're spiteful. Because when we went back to YouTube, they immediately dropped us from the partner program, and they still owed us money. I was like, "Hey, can you guys pay me?" They're like, "You have to re-sign up for the partner program for us to pay you." I was like, "Fuck you!" They are spiteful.
That's why I call it high school drama.
Yeah.
But going back to his tweet, from his side, I also don't get it because if he doesn't know what happened, you would think he would be on
More
Twitter a lot
vocal.
more. Like, hey, what's up? What's going on?
Injustice.
Yeah.
Outrage. And that's a really good point too, because his tweet was very cordial, like, "Hey guys,
Yeah.
we don't know what's going on, but thanks for sticking with me." If it was me and I really didn't have any suspicion and I didn't know and I knew I didn't
And
do
you
anything
didn't do
wrong,
anything?
I'd be like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck? We demand answers." But nothing. Everybody's silent.
And even if you're taking legal action, that doesn't mean you can't talk about it. You would still be vocal about it.
I'm going to stop you there. Lawyers always say don't speak publicly on the case because it can be used against you. Lawyers always
but
advise their clients to not speak publicly. Always.
to a certain degree.
I think always.
Not to say that he can't say a word about it. That's actually harming him. So that's
maybe it's
that doesn't
harming him
really
right
make
now,
sense.
but it might be helpful to his legal case to not say anything. It is very possible that lawyers, if there's a legal dispute going on, which is very likely, that his lawyers would tell him, "Do not say anything publicly yet."
Mm-hmm.
That is that's the most likely explanation. Now, what I found the most interesting and weirdly plausible explanation is if you look at his final stream, people have been scrutinizing his last stream before he was banned. He ends it by talking about some really crazy conspiracy theories I had no idea he was into. It turns out the doc is into 5G coronavirus shit.
Which I didn't even hear about.
Now, Dan or Ian or anyone back there, people were memeing on Doc for having these weird like pyramids all around his house to prevent 5G corona waves. Is that real?
Yeah, he loves shungite rocks.
But is that a meme or is he really trying to prevent corona?
It's hard to tell with his whole persona
Right, that's
because
what
he's
I was
always in
gonna
character.
ask.
But the whole being afraid of 5G giving you corona, it to me doesn't really jive with the whole persona. So it seems legit.
Yeah.
But I can't really say for sure.
So I think it is legit because here he calls out a known conspiracy theorist called David Icke. And this guy...
Holocaust denier, by the way.
What's that?
This David Icke guy is a Holocaust denier.
That's what I was getting to. This guy, he's one of these conspiracy theorists who's so deep down the rabbit hole. If there's a conspiracy, he believes in it. Okay? He believes in the 5G coronavirus shit. He believes in lizard people, literally. He believes he's a Holocaust denier. People have speculated that he thinks lizard people is an analogy for Jews.
What?
I swear to God. I mean, just go to his Wikipedia page and read up on this guy. He is a fucking... he's a
kook. He's a kook.
I mean, that's putting it mildly. So the doc gives a very sincere and strange shout out to him in his final moments of Twitch. And for example, if I look at YouTube policy, they're very sensitive about these kinds of misinformation. That's very important right now. Also owned by Amazon, who is rivals of Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos.
Are we going on a conspiracy theory right now?
Yeah,
I'm not
wait, hold on.
following what you're saying.
Yeah, me neither. I stopped following what I was saying. Wait, Jeff is. I think I lost. I think.
Got lost in the sauce.
Let me start over.
You need more Shungai rock.
I just became fucking Charlie from.
Yeah, a little bit. You think they're hitting us with the 5G
I need
waves
some
right now?
Shungai.
And it kind of.
I think what I was
jostled
meaning
you?
to say is that there's a big push right now to prevent misinformation on social media platforms. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter are all taking hard stances.
Facebook is not.
Facebook is starting to get, they're being boycotted.
They're trying to, yeah.
They're being,
No, they are, because literally, like, they're having their own adpocalypse on Facebook right now.
Yeah.
Good.
Because they're not doing anything to stop
Yeah.
shit like this. And so Jeff Bezos is what I was getting to, who is in the same stratosphere as all these people, right? He owns Twitch. He owns Amazon. I think they're taking a hard... I think this is the most plausible theory. They saw this, and they're taking a super hard stance about spreading misinformation.
Which
I
believe
it's
it's
that. Why with all the what's with all the mystery?
Because they're fucking a terribly run company.
And from what I understand, this isn't the first time that he's promoted these kind of conspiracy theories.
When did he
So
talk
might have
about
already,
the 5G corona?
I was reading that he's done it on stream before. So I think you're right, Ethan, that this does seem the most plausible, that he was perhaps on thin ice already, like they had warned him about not talking about this, and then he did it again, and so they banned him. But I agree, Eli, they should say that. It's,
So
leaving
Twitch
it
is like,
hanging
it's just another day. We warned you.
We're
you're banned.
getting messages from people who are not even YouTubers, don't even follow YouTube or Twitch in general, asking like, hey, what's with this dog guy? It's like the biggest mystery of the year.
And what's weird...
And now anyone who's heard the doc, the second thought that they have in their head is like, oh, he must have raped someone. It's crazy.
Well, these people are going to look really dumb when it's just like he's a conspiracy theorist and he's promoting dumb shit. I mean, that's a far cry from...
Yeah, I mean,
Me
all
Too.
of the... Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, that these people that seem to be implying that they're in the know, like the girl you were talking about and the slasher guy, I mean, though they haven't come out and say it, I would say it's fair that they've heavily implied that it's more on the insidious side.
Yeah, they have.
I agree.
So-
I totally agree.
Yeah, I mean, they'll look like real dumbasses if it...
What was the one? I'm trying to find the one that Slasher wrote. He's implied that he's working on the story and it's really bad. I'm trying to find it. Here, maybe this is it. I wanted to show this tweet before I... Why can I not find this tweet?
It's one of the slasher ones?
Yeah.
I'll pull it up.
Oh, maybe this is it. I think he erased it and someone screenshotted it here. For several hours now, I've been told from credible sources the reason for his ban. However, due to the importance and sensitivity around the subject, I have refrained from going on it. I don't feel comfortable with it currently. That implies something truly terrible. Same as Shannon was saying, right?
Yeah, and then later he was on, there's a pretty popular Twitch podcast called Trainwrecked or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, that he went on and he seemed to, he still wasn't saying anything, but the between the lines message again seemed to be that it was something pretty dark.
So, in a vacuum, if these people weren't saying this, I would assume it's this. But let's watch this clip and you guys tell me what you think.
I was watching. I should just put it on Just Chatting. I mean, like, I kind of wanted to get off, but now I don't want to get off.
This is his final moments on Twitch. This is the last thing he ever broadcast.
I was watching that documentary on what's this guy? Ike, I-C-K-E. Older gentleman.
What is he doing? He's sitting there quietly.
Anybody know who I'm talking about? I
I
forgot
guess
his
he's
first
reading
name.
the chat.
David Icke. Yes, Alex. Yes. I like him. Even if, like, it's like, it just kind of, you know, rather than this, It's on Netflix. I believe it's on Netflix. Or is it Amazon? It's one of the two. It's either Amazon or Netflix. Little documentary on him. It's pretty enlightening. All it allows you to do is just sort of like, allows you to step outside of the box just a little bit.
I, for one, don't want a bunch of his fans going and learning about Holocaust denial.
Not true, not whatever.
I don't know what's in that documentary,
the whole
by
goal,
the way.
though, is...
I don't want to say that he's promoting that. Again, I think got to just be fair, okay? He's not promoting Holocaust denial, right? I don't know what's in that documentary he watched either.
Just looked it up. It looks like it is on Amazon.
Everything's on Amazon, bro.
Be pretty ironic that he got banned for talking
that
about
is
something
on
that's on Amazon when it's Twitch.
So wait, can you read the synopsis of that?
Well, it sounds it says the first authorized documentary exploring the life of famed conspiracy theorist David Icke, the madman who has been proven right again and again.
Okay,
that's the synopsis on Amazon.
And written and directed by David Icke.
Not directed, but he is in it. So
that is great. Yeah. He goes on. He like goes into these trances. I don't know. I guess he's just reading the chat.
I actually bought the Mrs. Assassin bought the book, actually, not me. I shouldn't take the credit. Because she's staring at me right now with a blade saying, I did.
I can't tell when
Bought
he's
his
doing a
book, too.
character or like
He's doing
having a mental breakdown.
Things like this thick.
I
I'm going to
don't
read
know
it,
what's
though.
happening.
People were reading into this very heavily.
Yeah.
Saying
Yeah.
that he knew he was about to be banned, and that's why he's seen.
Roblox hide and seek.
Oh yeah, they're at the very end, which I'll skip to the end because he gets a text and it seems like he got bad news about something. But I found this more interesting than that part because people were talking. But let me skip to the
Is
end.
it at the end or did it not already happen?
No, yeah, the
No, it
part
happens
that
at the very end, right here. No.
No, the part where people think that he got the message with bad news happens prior to.
Yeah, I think it already
this.
happened.
Yeah.
Because the clip I saw, he like what? Okay.
It's this clip.
Stream on stream. Hold on, what's that? Roblox.
Anyway, Roblox. I think we're off topic when we're going into Roblox. So wait, where do I find the part where is it in this very same? Where did he get the bad news?
I mean, you'd have to watch the whole thing. I don't know the exact time.
Probably
Someone
right
back
here.
there. Someone back there. Timestamp me. So. So these are the conspiracies. And I don't know what to make of it. Other than I think the one thing we can conclude from it is that Twitch is a poorly run company. But it's the craziest thing ever.
It's at 2:09. No,
Oh, Discord's not open.
no, I'm just telling you from the comments. It's at 2:09.
Oh, good. There you go. All right, 2:09. This is apparently when everyone was watching very
It has to happen.
He pulls his phone out. He's reading a text.
Yeah, they say right there.
He
his
looks.
whole demeanor has changed suddenly. And
It's where we started watching.
Watch me take over. I love it, man. See the self-confidence in the chat? That's what I'm talking about. The self-confidence of the Champions Club, it's at an all-time high, and don't ever stop. Please, don't ever stop. You got to be strong in this world, man. I was watching.
Oh,
I should
That's
just
where
put it
we
on just
started
chatting.
watching.
I mean, like
I mean, this whole thing is just so bizarre.
It's hard to tell because you could either just really be way looking into it more than you should,
right.
you know, or he really is acting weird here. I can't tell.
I'm captivated by it. You know what's crazy is that because of all the beauty guru drama, it's kind of like somehow been overshadowed But I cannot fucking wait to find out what actually happened. I can't wait.